to a certain extent, at the pinnacle that D-Wade and Russell Westbrook was damn near.
Stop it! Don't say
almost,
no. I'm not gonna let you.
Almost.
Nico, I'm not gonna let you make this mistake.
The
Stop
same.
talking.
The same.
Stop
Just
talking.
same.
Please
Hold on, not the
talking.
same. I'm not gonna say equal.
No,
I'm not gonna say
don't
equal,
even mention it in the same.
But
breath.
I would say same type.
I see
same
where you're
form
coming
of
from,
impact.
Dwayne Wade is one of the greatest statistically mid-range shooters of all time. Dwayne Wade has a brain. Dwayne Wade is a good decision maker. He's a terrible father, but he's a good decision maker on the basketball.
Wow.
That's what my man. Damn. All right,
Let's not go there. Our next topic.
Planting the seeds and I watch them grow. Snakes in the grass, you gotta keep it mowed. Being myself, I never fit the mold. I just show love, I'm sticking to the code.
Episode 4. Welcome to another episode of the All In Podcast. Today, we got my boy Snacky Tone.
Snacky Tone.
We got A Jizzle. And we got my boy Devo.
We got a new nigga.
And new nigga, Rook.
We got a new nigga. What's your name, bro? What niggas call you?
C. What?
Glory, boy.
Well, I don't understand why niggas call you that though. Because you're.
I'll beat your ass. For my mama, I'll beat your ass.
My boy, man. Welcome. So it's funny, bro. I feel like when we first came up with the idea to do this podcast, I feel like my nigga Corey was like, I ain't talking to the fucking Snacks, Nick, AJ, dumbass. And then he listened to a couple episodes. And he was like, I want to talk to Snacks, Nick, AJ, dumbass for sure.
Exactly. These niggas need some fucking advice.
So what's your problem with the podcast? What's your gripes? What you think of it so far?
I think y'all dumb.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you gotta elaborate on that though. Like why do you think we're dumb?
Because y'all my friends and I knew y'all for a long time and I really know y'all dumb. No, but I watched a couple first episodes and I heard the takes and it just sounded like, some bullshit that,
Be specific, nigga. You don't fuck with Russell Westbrook either.
Niggas like Snacks stuck in the past, man. Russ not good no more. He has.
Nah, nigga, I'm stuck in the now. Shout out my boy Russie and fuck Corey.
Shout out Russie.
He's a bitch.
So, and that goes to our first topic, Russell Westbrook. No, we're not gonna do that.
No, I'm not talking Russell Westbrook.
This is a Russell Westbrook
no more
podcast.
Man, I'm not talking Russ, bro.
We're not gonna talk Russ today too much. I mean, we're gonna mention him, but we're not gonna talk about him. First topic. So the Lakers have won 2 straight games. Have they figured something out? So with Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, the Lakers are now 2-5. Recently defeating Zion. Recently defeating Zion and the Pelicans. And the question is, can the Lakers turn this season around? I mean, last game they defeated the Pelicans 120 to 17. LeBron had a box score of 20. 10 and 8, and Russie had a box score of 13, 7 and 9. And I just want to say Patrick Beverley had 0, 4 and 3. We can't say Patrick Beverley is better than Russie, but anyway, we're gonna start with the new nigga.
Don't say
and probably the biggest Laker fan that we have on the podcast today, my boy Glory. Can the Lakers turn this season around? Can he do it?
No, the Lakers will be at the bottom of the West this year.
The bottom?
Bottom.
Like in the play-in?
I'm saying like,
okay.
No. I'm going to say like 11, 12.
Damn.
So you saying that they're not going to make the playoffs, basically.
No.
Why do you think that they're going to be at the bottom? Why do you think that
the way that roster is constructed is that there's no consistent
Do you
shooting.
think
they depended on Austin Reeves and Matt Ryan? Who was Matt Ryan?
I say, what about Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan was hooping yesterday.
Who was that?
He played for the Colts and the Lakers.
Thanks, bro. NFL superstar, Indianapolis Colts quarterback.
Lost in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3-point shooter for the Lakers.
Deion Sanders on me. No Jackson. Yeah,
what about what I did mention is that Lonnie Walker had 28 in that game. What do you think about Lonnie Walker?
Who was he before that game?
So do you believe there's nothing that they can do throughout the season in between now where they're at now?
Trade AD.
With who?
Trade AD for what?
Shooters.
What do you think they need? Shooters. So if you trade AD and you just get shooters, do you feel like LeBron can win by himself with just a whole bunch of shooters?
Nah. LeBron ain't gonna win. That's over with. We'll make
the
playoffs.
We
might make the playoffs.
Damn. So in your opinion, as a big ass Lakers fan, you're not the biggest LeBron fan, but in your opinion, is
LeBron.
like
I respect LeBron.
Yeah, but you're not like you know you a Kobe nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but LeBron's cold. Like,
but if you're a Kobe nigga, like, yeah, but. Is his window like closed to win a championship again?
Not as a first option. It's closed as a first option. See the first option, that's over with.
I agree. I agree. What do you think, AJ?
I'm torn.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be at the bottom, bro. I feel like they can get. I feel like they get that 10 seed and still enter the play-in and potentially beat somebody. I'm not gonna say that they figured something out after winning 2 games. One, the Pelicans didn't have Brandon Ingram playing; they didn't have another player playing, and I mean, it was just a lucky night for them. I feel like that's the only reason they won. I mean, Matt Ryan hit that 3, bro. I didn't expect him to hit that motherfucker.
Before you hit that 3, to go back to your lucky point. It was looking bleak. Like they were down 3, and then they had Pelicans players going to the line to shoot 2, and he missed both free throws.
Yeah,
and Sidney even been able to hit that 3.
Zion should have hit them free throws, bro. Like
honestly,
Zion got fouled. Who missed those 2 free throws?
I want to say Zion.
I was kind of wondering if the Lakers won that game, or more so like Zion didn't close out that game, because he had opportunities, and I feel like him missing that layup at the rim. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
I don't know. That was kind of crazy. But Devin, what do you think? Lakers, what do you think they can turn around this season?
AD had him kind of clamped.
No, I think the Lakers, they had a good shooting night yesterday. Like,
right.
Lonnie Walker was hitting threes. Like, he's not really a good 3-point shooter. Like, they just had a good night.
He will dunk your ass.
Statistically, Lakers, they suck at shooting. Everybody, look from LeBron on up. That Matt Ryan, he their best shooter currently right now.
And he not even that good of a shooter.
Who the fuck is Matt Ryan?
So I mean, just statistically, they're not a good shooting team. And then, like, I just don't think they can't keep it up. They, at best, playing,
but that they don't make the playoffs. They don't make it.
Even if they make the playoffs, they lose in first round.
I don't think anybody answered your question though, Nick. Do you think moving Russ to the bench helped solve some problems?
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely helped, but at the same time, Russ didn't play down the stretch for a reason. Russ didn't play.
Why do you think so?
Huh?
Why do you think he ain't play?
Because they don't want to turn over the ball.
He be getting the shrooms from the same person.
He gonna turn over the ball. Like the same reason why me and Corey have been saying he been falling off a cliff lately, and like that's the reason why he's not in the game when the game is close. So you've seen it for yourself.
This was the first time, though, I would say all season he ain't been in the game in the crunch time.
But he didn't play no overtime. He didn't play like the last 3 to 4 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean they could have been trying some shit. I don't think that's something they're gonna do often.
Yes, you do.
Like,
what can Russ provide?
I don't know.
In them moments.
A playmaker. Just another playmaker on the floor.
You got LeBron James.
He ain't playing the 4th because he went for that 2 for 1. After he went for that 2 for 1, LeBron went like this.
We're not talking about that, bro.
What I'm saying is, Russ had a good game. And he had a good game.
Russ, from the part I watched like half the game and I went to bed. There was one part of the game where Russ like had like 3-4 assists in a row type shit. Like he was hooping. He had a very solid game. He had 6 turnovers though. Can't do that. Yeah.
With Russ's energy, I think he's great off the bench. Like he was a great spark off the bench for the Lakers for sure. I think with his energy,
perfect option off the bench.
He's a better bench player for sure. I hate him a lot off the bench because he's gonna bring the energy.
Yeah.
What I would say is just
he can't have that energy at the starting lineup, bro, because the ball's not in his hand.
No, he's got the energy in the starting lineup. He got 30 turnovers.
You got a player that cannot start right now with the Lakers, and then also so he can't play pretty much most of the first, and then they don't want to put him in the 4th in the last moments as well. So it's like you limit it to quarters 2 and 3 to almost a certain extent.
What?
That's just really what it is.
What are you talking about, man?
That's just really what it is, bro. Like, that's just what it is. Snacks.
You know what's crazy?
So where do we see him? What are we seeing? I don't think you answered the question. Where do we see him?
To answer your question, I think they have figured out that Russ is better off the bench. For this team, I don't think Russell Westbrook is a bench player at this point of his career yet, but for this team, he just can't. It don't make sense for him to be on the court with LeBron for an extended amount of time because he needs the ball in his hand in order to be a impactful player. Like he's not an off ball player, never has been, never will be. So if you put him with LeBron James, the fit that's just will always and forever be a bad fit, bro. For both,
they could potentially be decent once Dennis Schroeder get back.
Hey, I think the Lakers got $47 million to be a 6-man.
That's stupid. Crazy. That's bad business, though. Now I don't think it's bad. Again, Russell didn't choose to go to LA.
Now you
did. Russ didn't.
Lakers, man.
I think y'all forgot the fact that Russ did not choose the Lakers. The Lakers traded for Russell Westbrook. He did not choose to be in this situation.
Yeah, one thing that the media does not let LeBron get away with is that LeBron wanted was betting for
they're
Russ.
all tweaking. LeBron tweaking Russ. If anybody thought that was going to be a good fit, that's just bad.
I don't think so. I mean, from just the GM, I mean, player names and everything you think. But first thing you got to consider, you don't have the same LeBron that you had when you first, maybe even 3 years ago.
Even if you had the same LeBron, it's not a good fit.
You don't even have the same Russ.
Cleveland Cavalier LeBron.
You don't even have
OKC
the same.
Thunder is a bad fit.
You don't even have the same AD in my opinion. The same AD that took the Pelicans to the playoffs, bro. That AD is gone.
Nah, bro. I think if you put 80, if you pick up 80 from the Pelicans, you pick up LeBron from the early Cavaliers, and you pick up Russell Westbrook from the early Thunder, they're still just not a good fit. That's just not a. They don't fit on the basketball court together.
I would say almost to a certain extent, at the pinnacle, that D-Wade and Russell Westbrook was damn near.
Stop it! Don't say no. I'm not gonna let you.
Almost.
Nico, I'm not gonna let you make this mistake.
The same. Just saying, not the same. I'm not gonna say equal. I'm not gonna say
don't
equal,
even mention it in the same.
But
breath.
I will say same type.
I see where you're coming from.
Impact. Same form of impact.
He's ridiculous.
Same form of impact.
Ridiculous.
I'm not gonna say.
Keep that cape on, bitch.
What do you have?
Don't take that
Who
cape
is your
off.
supplier?
Don't you fucking take that cape off.
I'm not even.
Now they bring up D-Wade's name.
Nico,
they bring up D-Wade to take the cape off real fast.
No, I see what.
Nico, no, I don't.
I'm just saying.
Before you go, Devin. Let me see if what Nick is saying makes sense.
Next
Nick,
topic,
what you're saying though, Nick, is that just like Russ, Dwayne Wade is not a prototypical off-ball player. You don't really want Dwayne Wade playing off ball that much. Okay.
Correct. Not saying that Russie is better than D Wade.
My rebuttal to that ridiculous statement is Dwayne Wade is one of the greatest statistically mid-range shooters of all time. Dwayne Wade has a brain. Dwayne Wade is a good decision maker. He's a terrible father, but he's a good decision maker on the basketball court.
Wow.
Damn, don't come on, man. Damn. All right,
let's not go there. Our next topic.
Wait. So, Corey, let me ask you a question. About the trade. You saying trade AD? Would you want this trade to happen? AD and Russie to Indiana for Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, and Tyrese Halliburton. Would you take Halliburton?
Nah. Yeah, I'd take Halliburton, but nah.
You think it's a better trade out there?
Yeah, we need some picks.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we're gonna see what a Lakers pick.
Next?
I think so too. I think they need to make the trade AD. I think
no, they're not trading AD. The only person they trading is Russie. If they're gonna trade somebody, that's it.
We gonna see. You said nobody. You said nobody wants Russie. That's what you said. Maybe as a buyout.
If you want to win a title, unfortunately, you can't trade AD.
Well, we gonna see. Like I said, the Lakers are. I mean,
are
two and 5.
The Lakers need AD more than they need Russ for sure. So I don't think trading AD is the answer, either.
All right.
Because if you trade AD and you still got this Russell problem you got to deal with, then what?
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting season. Next topic
only got one more year to over with.
Shit, LeBron only got one more year of good basketball.
He's just in there for Bronny, boy. He's just in there for Bronny.
Get some picks. That's over with.
You know what's crazy? When we did this first episode, I really picked the Lakers to actually have a good season. I'm trash for that. I apologize.
You ain't got a brain either. You and Russell got the same IQ.
It's cool. We all have some bad.
Bro, again,
at least you didn't say Alex Caruso be Defensive Player of the Year.
Facts. Yeah, I'm not that stupid.
Who said that? Oh,
AJ said that.
AJ, damn.
And I feel like one thing we haven't done on the pod yet. I feel like we haven't gone around like, of course, internally we all know who niggas' favorite players is and whatnot. I feel like niggas need to know like who niggas is riding for. You feel me? Like, of course, I'm a Miami Heat fan. You feel me? D-Wade on the court, D-Wade, not off the court, D-Wade. I ain't talking about that nigga. You feel me? I feel like niggas can just go around and say their favorite team, favorite player of all time type shit.
Okay. I would say so. My favorite player is
yourself to the class.
Right.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying? Let Nick.
Favorite team.
Who are you cheering for this season? I feel like niggas should know. Like who are you riding for this season?
I mean, I'm riding for the Bulls 100%. Like
when did that happen?
Yeah, I didn't know you.
I mean, I think the resurgence. I think the.
See, this is why this needed to happen. I didn't know you were.
You thought that
I didn't know you were riding for the Bulls, Nick.
You thought that I was a Mavs fan just because I like Dirk Nowitzki, like way back when. That's my favorite player because I think, to me, that's like one of the many moments that like a team should like was the underdog and shouldn't have won a championship. They played against the Miami Heat and won. Like, that's crazy to me. But as far as teams I'm riding with is the Chicago Bulls this year. Went crazy. Chicago Bulls, DeRozan, I'm really rocking with. Like, I love his play style, and I think that he brings something like really good to the team. Zach LaVine, I'm waiting to see a little bit more out of him. I mean, he does his thing, but yeah, the Bulls for sure.
What do you need from Zachy?
I need Zach to go like Damo. I need him to go Damo mode.
He just won Damo against the Nets.
Continue. I need to continue.
I think Zach is what Zach's gonna be.
Yeah, he's at his just filling.
And Zach is cold. And I don't know what else you need from Zach.
Devin, you always got to put a negative. This is his ceiling. This is the farthest.
True, bro. I'm a diehard Bulls fan. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So Devin, you're a diehard Bulls fan. Corey, are you still Lakers? I'm assuming.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm a Lakers fan, but shit, I'm going for Denver this year. You know, that's my team this year because I'm not rooting for them fucking scrubs until they trade Russ.
Yeah, AJ, my nigga AJ is with the Warriors. I bet.
All right, cool.
No, I ain't gotta say nothing. Y'all already know. I ain't got shit to say.
When did that happen? When Chef won his first and second championship?
AJ, how long have you been a Warriors fan? For the record, bro.
First and second championship
since probably like 2015.
How long you had that jersey, for the record?
June what? When
since it came out.
June 6, 2015. June 7,
2015. The first time,
fancy ride in a fancy car.
June 9, 2015. They beat LeBron. They beat LeBron.
As soon as you saw the parade, you
was like, them niggas cold.
The first time Steph Curry threw his mouth guard. First time he threw his mouth guard.
You was hooked.
Nah. Hey, he said that's
bro. Just threw Carmelo to the side, Devin. Just throw it to the side, bro.
Carmelo put himself to the side.
I'm not gonna let them do that to you, AJ. Carmelo been mid, and AJ been rooting for Carmelo ever since he's been mid. I ain't gonna just say you threw him to the side.
Just throw him to the side.
I don't have to worry about that. My favorite player don't play on the Bulls, so.
What's up, man? What's the next topic?
All right, next topic. So the next topic is Steve Nash and the Nets. They part ways, and then Ime Udoka being looked at. So the Nets have been in the media. The Nets have been in the media for like a lot of stuff recently. The Kyrie Irving stuff, being suspended for alleged anti-Semitic Twitter posts. Ben Simmons with his back surgery and his kind of stagnant gameplay. Kevin Durant, because he's KD, been in the media, and
Kevin Durant, man.
What we're focusing on is the Steve Nash and just the Brooklyn Nets parting ways. So I just kind of want to read something from an article I read. The Brooklyn Nets refused to fire Steve Nash over the summer.
Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn Nets refused to fire Steve Nash over summer, no matter what Kevin Durant wanted, even though I didn't know Kevin Durant wanted Steve Nash out of there. But with the Nets off to a disappointing start and amid more controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving, the team and coach both decided the change was needed to happen now. So the Nets parted ways with the Hall of Fame point guard Tuesday, hours before losing to Chicago to drop 2-6. So, thoughts on Steve Nash departing ways with the Nets? Was it mutual? Was it Nets firing Steve Nash? And this is just kind of all of a, surface level cover up. We'll start with Snacks. Go ahead.
My take on the whole situation is that I just don't think Steve Nash was a very good coach during his time being there. I feel like that was one of the reasons. Like, I know KD wanted him to be there initially. I just don't know what. I'm assuming some shit happened in between the time that Steve Nash has been there and now. But I feel like that was one of the reasons KD initially wanted that trade to begin with. Like, I don't know if Steve Nash is the right nigga for this situation.
So I just want to throw a picture on there with that. So you got to think at how the Nets season ended and the drama that they had. First, they all came together. You got to remember they lost James Harden in the before the playoffs or in the playoffs. I can't remember, but he had his injury, and they still almost beat the Bucks. Yep. Still almost beat the Bucks, and they still had a positive record last season. Like, was it really the coaching, or was it just Kyrie and his antics and everything involving Ben Simmons coming to the team? Like, it's a lot of stuff that kind of like I feel like weighed on the Nets. But go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a shit show since like Steve Nash damn near got there, and it's not all Steve Nash's fault. But I don't know. You got to figure out from a GM standpoint. You figure like, bro, I gave you Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden at one point. Now you got Ben Simmons. I know Ben Simmons ain't doing much right now, but like, I need to see some production. You feel me? Like, y'all are 2-6 to start the season.
And wasn't Steve Nash like the coach when the whole COVID thing and Kyrie? We don't know if he's gonna play. We don't know.
Shit show.
That's it's just like I feel like factors that we just don't. A coach typically doesn't have to deal with. Maybe this was the first time he was actually gonna have a chance at a normal season. Even though Ben Simmons' first time playing this season and dealing with that, and Kyrie Irving now having these crazy tweets and everything, has he really been given a fair shot? Devin, what you think?
Nah, Steve Nash was doing since day one. Ever since Kyrie went on KD podcast and said we don't need no coach, it was a wrap from there. And then KD asked for that said coach to be fired.
Could you tell us about that situation? Because I kind of missed a little bit of that situation with KD, and like, why did he want, or what was the situation with that over the summer?
I mean, he probably just wasn't happy, and he never said the reason why he wanted him fired. But you got to think Steve Nash. I mean, he all offense, he ain't no defense. And then we can talk about the Nets. Like Steve Nash, yeah, he was a bad coach, but I don't think he was the issue. Because even if they get Udoka, they still gonna struggle. He can't fix their defensive problems. They team is thin. They small. They only got 3 people on their team that's over 6'8".
Did Ime fix Brad Stevenson's?
Yeah, but Celtics got younger players. I mean, Tatum 24, Jaylen Brown 23.
That's a much better roster.
Better roster defensive. They play defense. The Nets, they got 5 people under 6'4" and under. They got 1 player that's between 6'5" and 6'8". That's Joe Harris. Then they got 3 players that's above 6'8", and that's Ben Simmons, KD, and Nick Claxton. KD's not a great defender. Nick Claxton.
They were trying to use KD as a rim protector at the end of the game.
KD is not a rim protector. He's statistically the worst rim protector in the NBA. Ben Simmons is there. He's a good defender. So when they playing against big guards like Luka or Siakam or LeBron, they can just bulldoze through the whole team. Because who do they have to stop Luka? Nobody.
Corey, what do you think?
About Steve Nash? I think Steve Nash was a fucking terrible coach. Yes, he was in a bad situation.
So you agree with Devin that play style, that coaching style did not fit for his coaching style.
I mean, I don't think he was the coach for that team. Like Steve Nash just seemed like a nice dude. Well, they need a hard-nosed coach. Plus, if you ever watch their games, you would think Steve Nash being such an offensive genius when he was playing basketball, you would think like he would have an offensive
They had
scheme.
some more direction. Yeah.
No. Give KD the ball, let him ISO. Give Kyrie the ball, let him ISO. They had that Steve Nash is a bad coach.
They don't have
them games,
so recently,
bro. Unless they just
wasn't listening to him.
Really
make plays for people.
No, bro. Watch the games, bro. It's nothing.
Watch your hands.
Well, I'm saying who they got, what point guard they got to make plays.
Let me ask you this, Corey. So I think it was Kyrie who recently made comments that that they're gonna change, the whole scope of coaching or something like that. Like, did you all hear those comments that Kyrie made?
Yeah, we Kyrie say, man.
Kyrie made his comments before Steve Nash
even
coached in one game.
Now, whenever he made those comments, they're bringing those up, saying that like basically Kyrie, he wants these situations, and then he ducks out of these situations, like the Celtics, like, oh, I'm gonna be the leader, this, that, and the third, and then I guess he left on bad terms with Brad Stevens, left on bad terms potentially with LeBron, and now like
Kyrie, the real coach killer. Just look it up. He got like 4 coaches fired in 5 years.
Wow,
y'all look that up. He the real coach killer.
Don't
AJ,
talk bad about
think?
Kyrie Irving right now, bro.
He's a great talent, but he's a great
Kyrie. I stand with you,
singular talent.
brother.
That's all he is. He doesn't make nobody better. Nothing.
And he never plays more than 60 games in his career.
Kyrie has never even got a single MVP vote in his career. Nothing. Not one.
That's crazy. AJ, what you think?
Overrated.
I think Steve Nash was doomed from day one too. I don't think he had the coaching experience to coach a team like that. Like it should have been a more experienced coach. Like I feel like Mike James probably could have coached that team better.
Mike James,
the nigga who just got hired in Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
The one who coached LeBron to the championship. Like somebody more experienced coach. Mike Brown.
You talking about Mike Brown?
Not Mike Jones. I'm sorry, but just a more
Mike Jones. Really, because the last 3 to 4 great coaches have been new coaches.
Well, that makes me think.
I'm saying no. They need a more experienced coach, bro. They needed somebody way more experienced.
Wow, bro.
Somebody that the players at least respect, bro. Like motherfuckers don't look at Steve Nash like he a good coach. Like. Especially coming in there on the first day, they did not look at that nigga like, oh, he a great coach. Like, this is his first team, bro. Who has he coached?
His
that's what I'm saying. That's the caveat. Like, KD legit. That's why KD looks shaky too, though.
That's Josiah's fault for listening to fucking KD. KD, you know what you talking about on the court, nigga. Off the court, let me deal with what the fuck.
AJ, what I'm saying is, you using this experienced coach. What I'm saying is, Steve Nash wasn't. I mean. Steve Kerr wasn't experienced. Emmanuel Udoka wasn't experienced. Willie Green wasn't experienced. Nick Nurse wasn't experienced. There's a slew of coaches that brand new.
Nick Nurse was experienced. That's one. Under
Popovich. What? Under Popovich?
No, Nick Nurse won a championship overseas, bro. Come on, bro. Like I understand what you're saying, and I understand.
That's what I'm saying. When these people. No.
You got okay. So that's different. That's different, Devin. That's different, bro. You're saying in the NBA they're not experienced. Of course, in the NBA, but like if you had other coaching experiences outside the NBA that made the NBA look at you as a good coach.
Why do you think KD asked Steve Nash to be his head coach?
Because he was doing whatever he was doing with him in Golden State, bro.
That's it was probably Golden State.
That's the only reason. That don't mean he a good coach.
Okay, but you never know until you're the coach. What I'm saying is I give you examples of a lot of brand new NBA coaches who never had coaching experience, head coaching experience, and have been successful.
Yeah. Hey, Snacks,
let me I give you a plethora of coaches that have experience that have been successful as well. What you
Snacks, this kind of makes me think about like I don't know if Ty Lue was in the same situation, but I feel like I know you.
Ty Lue was a new coach.
He was a new coach, and Ty Lue had gray hair by the time he departed. Like him and LeBron departed ways.
Ty Lue was definitely
like
a new coach.
Shit, yeah, I remember. That's what I was gonna bring up. Eric Spoelstra, like, was he in a similar situation? Like, you know what I mean? Yours?
Yeah. I mean, so Eric Spoelstra, he's been with Miami since like 2000. It might even been longer, but he was on he's worked his way up. He was player development. I want to say his first job was like working in video conference or some shit like that. And then, he's worked his way up. Then eventually when Pat Riley took over, he handed the keys over to Eric Spoelstra probably like 2008, 2009. But at that time, he was a brand new coach. Shit, and look at my nigga now. My nigga really get it out the mud because Eric Spoelstra is like considered top 5, top 10 coach of all time, damn near at this point.
Yeah.
But
my experience, if Stan Van Gundy was the coach of the Nets, they'd be in a better position.
Oh, that's my thing. I don't care.
That's my opinion.
The way their team is constructed and the issues they have, they could have had Steve Kerr as their coach. They would have had these same issues. He's not.
That's
what about when they were initially constructed though, Devin? Because when they were initially constructed, they had a very solid roster. I don't know.
Short-lived. Short-lived.
They're thin. They don't have any post defenders. Really, they have a lot of issues. Their offense, they're great, but they can't stop nobody. Literally,
why did James Harden leave? Like, what was his whole deal?
Situation. But I'm saying, if you look at everybody this season, everybody's had statistically their greatest game against them. Siakam, Giannis this year, Luka this year, everybody had statistically their greatest game against the Nets this year.
Yeah, defense is definitely a problem. Steve Nash has departed from the Nets. They said that they wanted to pretty much say they parted ways with him, even though it was kind of like a soft fire or whatnot. But going into our last,
I think his ass quit. Said fuck this shit.
So I forget their GM's name, but it's like Sean something. I think it's Sean Mack or something like that. Sean Marks. He pretty much said that it was a mutual agreement that they decided that a change was needed. But I mean, I don't know if Steve Nash is going to actually get another job, but who knows? We'll see. To be determined. Snacks. So should we move on to our next topic or wait till Corey comes back?
Yeah, no, we good. Go ahead.
So moving into our next topic, what team has looked the most impressive so far this season? So let me just run off the NBA top 5 right now, the standings as far as record wise. Bucks sitting at number 1, still undefeated at 7-0. Cavs at 6.
Giannis.
Cavs, we're not here to talk fantasy. Cavs at 6-1. Raptors at 5-3, Hawks at 5-3, and Celtics at 4-3. And I know it's very early still in the NBA season, but let's start with Devo. I know you got a good opinion on this.
Is that just the Eastern Conference, or what are you doing? Power rankings?
Oh, was that just Eastern Conference? Let me see. Oh, you're right.
Only Eastern Conference teams.
Yeah. As far as the Western, that was the Eastern. The Western is Suns at 6-1. Blazers at 5-2, Jazz at 6-3, Grizzlies at 5-3, Nuggets at 5-3. Devin, let's start with you. Who is in your power rankings for the season so far?
It's the Bucks.
Well, the question is who's been the most impressive? You still say the Bucks.
Well,
for sure.
Impressed. I mean, I'm not surprised what the Bucks are doing. So, but I will have to go with Cleveland, even though I'm not surprised with them because that was my sleeper pick this year because they're the deepest team in the NBA. So, I mean, I'm going
the Bucks.
I'm going with the Cavs.
The Cavs. AJ, most impressive team. I guess, like Snug said, it doesn't have to be the best team. Most improved team. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Utah, shit.
Utah, that's like a clear answer to me.
With all the moves they made, bro, like they should be at the bottom of the Western Conference, and they in the top 5. Like, how are they in the top 5 with all the moves they made? They traded away all their main pieces, bro. And they out there hooping, bro. They out there beating niggas. That's what's happening.
Like I guarantee right now, nobody could name the Utah Jazz as starting 5.
I know I can't.
and they
out here balling.
Out here balling. Utah Jazz's starting lineup right now is Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, Jared Vanderbilt, and Kelly Olynyk, bro. 6 and 3.
Lauri Markkanen used to play for the Bulls. That's not a terrible
starting 5.
It's not a terrible. You're not picking that starting. You're not picking that starting 5. You're not picking that starting 5. You're not picking that starting.
And the thing is, Larry Markkanen been hooping. Larry Markkanen been hooping, bro.
Yeah, he's looking like he early most improved player, I would say. His ass averaging like 24 and 8 or some shit like that. Like out the blue.
Lori marketing going crazy like that?
Yes, bro.
Going nuts.
And Rudy Gay is still playing basketball, apparently. I had no idea. I could have sworn that nigga retired a couple years ago. Yeah, Lori Marketing is averaging 21 and 9, bro. 21 and 9.
That's crazy.
Damn, 21 and 9.
21 and 9, bro.
Hooping.
So yeah, now I would agree with AJ. Utah's been I would say they're most impressive because they shouldn't be there. But I also agree with Devin. Shout out to the Cavs. Fucking Darius Garland came back last night, fucking hooping. Donovan Mitchell been hooping. Like the Cavs just have a really good roster.
Now, I was about to say, I was gonna say Cavs for sure.
Remember
Kevin Love been hooping.
Remember when
the
Cavs got Donovan Mitchell, and then you tried to tell me, I was like, damn, they gonna be better than my Bulls, and you was like, no. Remember that, AJ?
Yeah, but that's before I knew Lonzo
Remember that,
Ball.
AJ?
That's before I knew Lonzo Ball.
Even if Lonzo Ball was healthy, the Cavs legit got 4 All-Stars on their team currently.
Is it 4?
Jared
got Garland, Mitchell,
Donovan Mitchell.
Jared Allen made the All-Star team. He did make
Donovan
the All-Star
Mitchell.
team.
Darius Garland. Mobley is going. He's not an All-Star yet, but people.
Karis LeVert playing too. I don't know.
They got Karis LeVert off the bench.
Off the bench.
Kevin Love is still got that.
They have a crazy roster.
Still got that sniper.
He do.
Still a sniper.
Kevin Love is still 25 points.
LeBron and Kyrie really left my nigga Kevin Love to die in Cleveland. Shout out to K Love for surviving.
He got a resurgence. He got a resurgence.
They left Kevin Love to die in Cleveland, bro.
He could have easily been a type of player to be like, you know what? I'm trying to give me something. Let me find me a little situation that's decent. But he stuck to it. He stuck to it.
Shout out to K Love. Shout out to them for being. Shout out to Cleveland for this. I would say it's probably the first time they've been relevant without LeBron James on their roster since 2003.
That's always felt like one thing about. I mean, kind of off a tangent. LeBron, I feel like after LeBron leaves the team, it's just like a desert for a while.
That's because
it's a desert
so much, and he caught so much.
Yeah, it's okay. It's almost like the price you pay for this great reward.
Every team is kind of like that when a superstar leaves. Like
LeBron teams are a little different. I agree, Devin, but it always seems like there's like a great migration to whatever team LeBron is playing for. So all these players want to play with LeBron, and then when he leaves, they're no longer there because LeBron's not there. So I feel like it hits a little harder when LeBron leaves. But I agree, when most superstar caliber players leave the team, usually like OKC is
Houston trash.
Yeah, Houston trash. Niggas are non-existent without superstar players, which is just a natural, cause of your superstar player leaving.
Yeah,
I guess.
But the thing is with LeBron is. Yeah, and LeBron, of course, is the most polarizing player that we've had for a long time. Right. So he's bounced around teams more than most superstars, I would say. So that's why I feel like we see these teams go to shit after he leaves more often because he's been on more different teams.
Glory, we're talking about the most impressive team so far in the season. I rambled off some of the top teams in the East and the West. Who would you say is your most impressive? That doesn't necessarily mean the best, but most impressive team so far.
Portland
been balling.
Okay. They have been balling.
And I thought they
ain't been getting to it.
I thought they was gonna be.
They are 5-2. They are 5-2 right now.
Everybody did pick Portland, not everybody, but I feel like nobody picked Portland to be good. This good with
I think
their
they started
roster.
off 5-0, right?
They did, and then Miami beat them. You feel me? They came to South Beach, got their ass beat. You feel
How I feel about the Trailblazers and just Portland in general is like it's always like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, and that's how I feel until you actually show me something down the stretch to make me believe in you. Like I always believe that you are a good team, but you just never get over that hump. So I hope Damo. That'll be exciting to see Damo in a conference finals, that would be pretty offensive.
Hey, little players don't make it in.
That'd be nasty.
Little players don't.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Little players don't leave.
No, I don't think they make
Why do you shut it down?
Finals or nothing
Unfortunately,
like that. I'm just impressed with what they've done with that roster.
Unfortunately, the Portland Blazers are going to finish their season 42-40. They're going to be the 9th seed in the play-in. They may win, they may not win, and then they're bouncing.
Dame can't be your best player, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Dame for being a real nigga and holding it down in Portland, but he needs to go somewhere and be somebody number 2, and then he might have a chance to win a championship.
Leading on team, bro.
Steph Curry did.
Steph Curry
maybe he just need to go somewhere and be a number 1 somewhere.
D-Wade did. D-Wade 6'3", 6'4".
Dwayne Wade, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas are anomalies. That's it.
No, we're not talking about Isaiah Thomas. Don't bring it up.
Those are the 3 anomalies. Those are the 3 players that led teams to championships under 6'6".
There might be another one, but
you can't think of one. Sorry.
Let a team under 6.
Chauncey Billups. What's your say? That's 4.
Nah, Chauncey had a whole team.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't the main player.
Steph Curry.
The closest one is AI, but they lost.
AI, Steph Curry, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas. That's it.
Damn.
That's it.
Snacks, you wanted to touch on Golden State, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Golden State, they kind of coming out the gate stumbling a little bit. You know, they got that championship hangover that be happening. I think they're 3-6 right now. So AJ, take that weak ass Steph Curry jersey off because they're ass right now.
I'm sleeping in it tonight.
I don't know. I've watched. I want to say I've caught maybe like 2 or 3 Warriors games. They beat the Lakers, which is whoop-de-fucking do.
I was say, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, and then I think they beat 2 other teams. That's what's up. But you know, they lost all the games that they were, you know, competitive games. I feel like so. I don't know. I just feel like they stumbled a little bit. Devin made a good point about
they're not finishing games. That's what I see. After all the games I'm seeing, they just like. I don't know. They laying down in the 4th quarter for some reason. I don't understand why.
It looks like they just lost to the Magic.
They lost to Orlando Magic, bro. Yes.
Paolo been hooping though. Come on now.
Paolo ain't even had that good of a game. He had 20, but it was like an inefficient 20. Paolo had let me see.
And Steph had 39. Damn.
Paolo had 22 and 8. But he shot like 8 for 17 or something like that. The Golden State Warriors should not be losing to the fucking Orlando Magic. So I don't know what they're Devin, what were you talking about earlier about Golden State?
I mean, I just think they lost a lot defensively. I mean, Gary Payton and Otto Porter Jr. I mean, those are a lot of good defensive players for them. I mean, they got
2 other players that technically
Klay
replace
Thompson,
those 2 right now.
I mean, Klay Thompson had a better shooting night tonight, but like defensively, he lost a step. You know, Steph Curry isn't the greatest defender as we know. So
they lost what's the name? Gary
Payton?
Yeah,
they lost Gary Payton.
And he on Portland now, so
Gary Payton.
And they winning. Maybe he was the sound effect.
He was hoping. He had some clutch plays. I feel like you need that player that can come up big for you.
He ain't even played yet. Gary Payton ain't even played yet. That nigga injured.
He injured, yeah. I don't think to Devin's point though, I don't think they found anybody to replace those 2 impact players that they had last year.
They should be all right. I mean, I just want to see, you know, and it's going to be interesting in the playoffs when they got players against some of these big.
Well, wasn't it last year? Was it last year that they were in the play-in, or
no? The year before that.
Again, Clay ain't played that year though.
Oh damn! Yeah, that's a big factor.
Yeah, Clay ain't played that year. So I mean, the Warriors should be straight. It was just interesting to see them struggling out the gate like this.
I can't even say
nobody really expected.
I feel like you can't even say it's to the. I don't want to blame it on like the whole Draymond Jordan Poole situation.
Maybe like, it is.
I feel like
knock my nigga out.
He hooping.
Yeah, Poole's still balling, and I feel like,
but
man,
does that fuck up team chemistry though. Like, you know, niggas got to go out there and do their job. But like when Jordan Poole handshakes Draymond, does he really give a fuck? Does he really like? You feel me? Like, I don't know.
Have you been watching the game? It looked like that shit didn't.
It looked like they straight. It looked like they straight. But again, bro, if I knocked your ass out today, AJ, I don't think we just gonna be.
They are in contractual agreements. Like you got to have hella like willpower and like I don't know, like suck in your pride, bro, to get knocked out by somebody.
If you give me $144 million extension, nigga, I don't give a fuck who hit me before I sign that shit. Nigga, I'm hooping. I'm hooping.
Nah,
as a man, I want to knock that nigga out, but like that's my brother though. So
pride is the devil. I think this is the end of the pod. We started too late. We started too late.
For sure. We miss Black. We need Black to talk about.
We need Black. We need Black. I want to see him defend Ben Simmons the way we defend
Ben Simmons
Russell.
been absent, so Black was absent. Shit.
Ben Simmons.
Well, so Ben Simmons injured right now.
Yeah,
he got knee soreness
or something like that. So he might be out for a little bit.
He about to be out for 6 months with knee soreness.
James Harden out. So
yeah, James Harden out for a month.
For a whole month. Damn. It's still gonna. We got a lot of NBA season left. We got a lot to talk about, but we got to wrap up episode 4, man. And whoever's tapping, please stop doing that.
You know what that is, bro.
Are you streaming on a desk, like on a school desk, and you tapping pencils?
I'm streaming on a food tray.
Oh, okay, all right,
boy.
All In Podcast. We gonna end it right there.
Corner,
we out of here, man.
We out of here. It's been a long day.
Catch y'all next week, man.
Episode 5. Bye.